So Barry Hearn says that he used to be a slave master and used to hand out slave contracts. And Dillian White sat down like a good house coon that he is. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Remstar Says So. So this is really old news, unfortunately, and I've been sort of back and forth since it came out about a week or two ago, where Barry Hearn done an interview for Dillian White versus Oscar Rivas' press conference, and he said that he used to be a slave master, and Matchroom used to hand out slave contracts. Now, to me, that's not on. I don't care what fucking context you want to say this and how you want to deliver it. It's not on, especially in today's society, 2019. You should know better. And I don't want to hear a bunch of pricks in my comments saying, "Oh, he's 70 plus years old. He's stuck in his ways." Da, da, da. It doesn't matter. You're in the public eye. You've been in the public eye your entire career. You've managed the likes of Chris Eubank Sr., Lennox Lewis, Prince Nassim, and other sort of big named fighters in the past. You've managed black and multi-ethnic fighters in the past. You shouldn't be saying this sort of racist banter. And what made it worse is Dillian White just sat down like a good little coon, the house coon, and he's just laughing it off. Dillian White is a Jamaican immigrant. He moved to this country from Jamaica for a better life when he was a teenager, and he's just sitting down with his master laughing it off like it's something funny. I never initially made a video to this because I didn't really want to sort of stir the race pot on this one, but it's just been bubbling up, and the more I watch it on YouTube, the more I see it on Instagram, I thought to myself, fuck it, it's time for me to sort of unleash my sort of fury on this one. Now, there's no way that you should be sitting next to a black man talking about how you was a slave master and how you used to hand out slavery contracts. And I understand what he's talking about, saying that, you know, the promoters used to be the boss once upon a time, and it sickens him to have to look at a black man in Dillian White and call him Sir Dillian White. Why should it? Dillian White is making you millions of pounds every single year. He's fighting bums on pay-per-views, knocking them out, and the British public, for some strange reason, want to pay 20 quid every 6 months to see him do it. The same thing with AJ, who's fought, you know, sort of lesser competition with the likes of Povetkin, and now he's fighting the fat controller Andy Ruiz, and he's charging the British public £20. That means every single year you're charging the British public 80 quid to watch AJ and Dillian White fight absolute dog shit. And, you know, these people have got hundreds of thousands, if not millions of fans that are tuning in and paying us £20 a time. Matchroom are rubbing their hands together because of the fees that they're getting. From what I believe, promotional fees are supposedly about 20%. So if AJ is making anywhere near the money which they claim he is, which I highly doubt, if he makes 15 million a fight and they're getting 20%, they're literally rubbing their hands together, if you know what I mean. But Dillian White, oh my goody gosh, I cannot believe that he was just laughing it off. And then he came out and did a separate interview with Eddie Hearn's favourite rent boy, and he sort of tried to justify what Barry Hearn was saying, and then Eddie Hearn tried to justify it, and then the head of Sky Sports, Adam Smith, tried to sort of, at least Adam Smith said that he shouldn't have said it, but he still tried to spin a justification. In a world where there's so many sort of outcries towards sort of racism and equality and diversity, there shouldn't be a man at a live broad daylight press conference talking about how you were a slave master. I don't care what you mean. I don't care what you meant when you said it. And this is the reason why I've sort of gone back and forth and back and forth. And I've actually recorded this video a couple of times recently and then sort of deleted it because I thought, you know what, I don't want to just be there to sort of stir up the pot in some sort of race row, but, you know, this is a boxing channel and I need to report on as much, if not all, things boxing related. So I thought I'd be giving myself a bit of an injustice if I didn't sort of report on this one and make a video and give my 10 pence. Do I think that Barry Hearn is a racist person? Probably not. Do I think that these were racist comments? Yes. Do I think that Barry Hearn should know better? 100%. Do I think Barry Hearn will do something stupid like this again if Eddie Hearn lets him get back onto boxing press conferences? Most likely. But you know what? At least Barry Hearn speaks from the truth. If he doesn't like black people and I'm getting it all wrong, then, you know, it's going to come out. A man that old is stuck in his ways, and he's going to let what's on his mind and what's in his heart come out time and time and time again. So only the time will tell what Barry Hearn's true feelings are. But what he also needs to understand is over the last sort of, I don't know, 3 to 5 years, black people have really been paying his bills. Anthony Joshua, pay-per-view. Dillian White has been pay-per-view for a year now. Kell Brook was a pay-per-view star. Tony Bellew, another black fighter, he once had Chris Eubank Jr. in his ranks, Chris Eubank Sr. If you don't like black people, being a boxing promoter is probably not the place to be, because boxing is one sport that black people have thrived over the decades. So if you really want to be a slave master, you're going to lose all your fighters, because there's a guy across the pond called Al Heyman, and he's giving out proper contracts and paying fighters properly. So, you know, if this is the lifestyle that you want to live, maybe it's right that he isn't in the boxing game anymore and Eddie Hearn is sort of running the show. But I think it was just stupid comments. I think that, you know, he should know better, and I think maybe he should be sort of punished for this, whether it's a hefty fine or some sort of training and development and awareness courses. I don't know, but let me know your thoughts. As I said, there's been some time, so, you know, because I've come in with a later video now, everybody should have some sort of idea of what they think on this. Do you think that Dillian White is a big house coon? Because I do. Put it this way, if this was Deontay Wilder sitting on that table there and then, he would have punched him in his face and said, "To this day!" So I don't really understand how you could be an immigrant. You moved from the UK, you moved from the Jamaica to the UK for a better life, and you this as well. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. Hit like, hit comment, subscribe, share this video. That's the end of the show, because Remstar says so.